I don't think they have a lot of high-end talent on either side of the ball. I think their best player, Matthew Judon, is good for 8 or 9 games a year, and then he disappears down the stretch.
Absolutely.
Don't think their defense is as good as everybody is talking them up to be. And so you're not going to beat Patrick Mahomes. You're not going to beat Joe Burrow. You're not going to beat Josh Allen. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be good with the Jets because his contemporary quarterbacks who have moved late in their career, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, they've been really good. Both of them won Super Bowls. And even if he's a glorified game manager, he has enough experience to win them enough games where I think they might jump you because Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner are 10 times better than anybody on the Pats roster. I'm interested to see if Jack Jones is at training camp. I want to see how that whole situation is playing out. Hopefully they did their due diligence with that situation, but not really excited about anybody on the Pats roster. Not excited about this season, really.
Del Malloy.
Well, I'm with Jared. I try to look at the bright side of the Patriots. What I see is they're setting up the short passing game. They really don't have any burners except for Thornton, who has improved himself. But and their tight ends don't block, but that's okay. They get out in the pattern quicker. And Jones prefers the short pass. He's more accurate than long. And I think you're going to see a lot of misdirection. Stevenson is a bull. They're going to just really nail some running plays in there. And this kid Harris, keep an eye on Harris, one of their rookies from last year. The kid was as fast as Thornton practically. And they've been looking for that running back coming out of the backfield. Well, this guy can't just catch. He can catch and run. And they surely cleared up the special teams. They gave up more touchdowns than their defense did last year. So they got a punter, they got a kicker, and they brought a couple of special teams guys in just before they changed the rules on special teams. So yes. I think they'll be okay, but the schedule is brutal. I don't see them going beyond the predictions for wins, but they might be fun.
Paul Healy.
To follow Dell's point, they loaded up on special teamers in the offseason, and special teamers matter less than ever in the NFL. Rats. Jared is absolutely right about Judon being their best defensive player, but he's proven he can't make it through the entire season now and be effective at the end of the year. They're really going to miss McCourty at safety, a coach on the field. That is a huge, huge hole. And they have their second best quarterback as their starting quarterback. I'm sorry. Mackey is crappy. I like Zappy. I just think he is a better football player. Came from again, Western Kentucky, but he still set all the NCAA records. He actually looks like a football player. I think Mac Jones is terribly overrated. I think he was a product of playing on the best college team in the nation, in the world, Alabama. And I want to see, and Zappy would have made that tackle against the Raiders, and that game would have gone to overtime.
Mark Farinella.
Paul. The Chicago Bears figured out Zappy in one half. That's all you need to know. Anyway, they didn't spend the money for DeAndre Hopkins, but they did spend the money for a giant new scoreboard and a huge phallic symbol in the end zone. Tell me that the priorities are in place in Foxborough right now. I don't think they are. I think they've lost their way. And I don't think they're going to be completely awful this year. I said 10-7 a couple of weeks ago. I'll stick with that for a while because I think that Bill O'Brien will improve things. But he has been a polarizing figure in the past, in his past tenure. He had a way of fighting with quarterbacks who were prima donnas. So I don't know, maybe Mac's a little bit more grounded, I hope, at this stage of his career anyway. But I don't think the priority's in place, and I think we're going to see a lot of changes in the maybe next 2 years to come.
And they have no offensive tackles.
Right.
Well, that's not important, is it? To protect your quarterback, especially on the blind side? That's not important.
Not if you don't like them.
Yeah, good point. My thoughts on the Patriots, I'm not going 10-7. I'm going 9-8, maybe even 8-9. The greatest coach of all time is just an above average coach when number 12 is not out on the football field. That has been proven. That is for sure. Who is starting to date another supermodel? I don't know if you have been following that. Way to go, TB.